everyone, I'm Nick Infantino with the Commemorative Air Force New England Wing. Behind me is our 1942 PT-23 built by Fairchild. This aircraft was used as a primary trainer during World War II. That's what the PT stands for. This aircraft is pretty significant for the PTs. This was actually the first PT-23 built by Fairchild in Hagerstown, Maryland. And then after the years it was changed from different airframe parts to what it is now. So it's not the original airframe, but here's our airplane. Very historical aircraft. We're happy to call it ours. We take care of it up in Hampton, New Hampshire. And we'll talk about where it served first. So this served as a training aircraft during World War II in Helena, Arkansas at Thompson Robins Field. A lot of famous people flew this aircraft. The most famous one was Paul Poberezny. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He started EAA, but he used to teach students in this aircraft, so that was pretty cool. Besides that, this plane would spend some time at Embry-Riddle Field, and besides that, we don't know, but that's what the logs say. Alrighty, so here we are with the engine for the PT-23. It is a Continental R670. It has 220 horsepower. This was a common radial engine during World War II, used on a lot of training aircraft. It's pretty basic for your radial engine. It's not really complex at all. It's a fun engine to have. It's a good engine. It has a little kick to it. 220 horse. It can get you moving a little bit, which is good. Has the wooden prop on the front. All PT-23s, all PT-19, 23, and 26 variants have this prop. Just the standard for the time. Besides that, it's air-cooled radial, obviously. Just the flow of air going through the head. Alrighty, everybody, so here we are with the wing of the PT-23. Interesting fact, it's actually wood. You can hear it. That is a wooden wing, everybody. So what that is it uses wooden ribs to make the structure, and then a thin sheet of plywood to cover that. And that's how you get the wing of the PT-23. During World War II, a lot of resources were scarce because we needed so much of them to make vehicles and equipment. So a training aircraft like this, a lot of the companies decided to use cheaper materials just because this would be the first airplane you'd fly in, so there's more chance of people wrecking them. So they decided to use wood, especially wood, and a little bit of basically metal tubing, and that's it to build these airplanes. On the fuselage, that's metal tubing as well, and I'll get into that in a minute. But the wooden wing is a pretty simple wing. Getting around it maintenance-wise isn't too bad, and it's been a good wing design. Everybody I've heard that flown this airplane say it handles well, so it's a good wing. The ailerons, again, those are fabric-covered ailerons. So you'll see a lot of doping fabric on this aircraft. Alright, so we're on the back trailing edge of the wing, and there's two things I want to show you guys. First off, here's your aileron, okay? So this is what makes the aircraft roll. And down here, you can't really, it's hard to tell from up here because they're below, but this aircraft has split flaps. So what that means is instead of coming out and down, they just come down from where they are, and they're operated by a lever. That's up in the cockpit. Alright, so here we are with the fuselage of the aircraft now. Like I said, okay, it's mostly doping fabric. It has a bit of a truss structure for metal tubing, but besides that, it has longerons and stringers that are wood. One interesting fact about this airplane is you always want to travel in an airplane, right? So you got to bring things. Well, this aircraft doesn't have much baggage compartment. Much baggage space, so if you want, you can come in and take a look here, and you can tell it's not much. So that's pretty much just for your basic toolkit and some minimal equipment. Besides that, you can't bring bags. You gotta find a way to put them in the cockpit if you can, but you gotta make sure that you're safe as well with the space in the cockpit. Alrighty, guys, so now we're at the tail end of the aircraft. Again, basic tail. It does have a tall rudder. That's what's known for this airplane. It has its tall rudder. Again, doping fabric work with the wood. So it's old style construction. Doping fabric is a lost art. But fortunately, us at the CAF, we have people that can teach to do that, and we can educate local people and members on how to apply dopant fabric to aircraft. Alright, so down here we're with the tail wheel. So the tail wheel, this is a tail wheel aircraft, first off. Tail wheel aircraft, you got 2 wheels up front, 1 wheel in the back. You're up like this. It's a little different to control the aircraft, just because you got torque trying to throw you one way and you got to apply pressure on the rudder to go the other way to stay straight. So this is your tail wheel. Again, this is the first airplane that pilots would go to train in. So this was a big step in aircraft pilot training back in World War II. These things can, if they do hit the ground hard, they can have a little bit of maintenance issues on them, so they could be hard to control. So the tail wheel is one part that's kind of delicate, and we got to take good care of it. Alright, so now we're in the cockpit of the PT-23. It's a very roomy cockpit, which is great, and this is where you would sit for your first flight while you're training for the Army Air Corps. This is a really basic airplane, so it's not too complex. It's kind of roomy compared to other warbirds, which is nice. And there's some interesting facts about this while we're here I'm going to talk about. The first one is there's 2 fuel tanks on this aircraft, one on the left, one on the right, and then we got this thing behind me here. A lot of people don't know, they're always asked, what is that? That is a roll cage. Again, you got new students flying these airplanes. This is a tail wheel aircraft, which means you got 2 wheels up front and 1 wheel on the tail. You don't have a wheel up front under your nose. If you hit the brakes too hard, you're going to flip over. This is used as a roll cage, so if this flips over, your head isn't the first point of contact when you flip over. So a lot of people ask about that, and that's pretty much it. Again, if you want, you can join the Commemorative Air Force, commemorativeairforce.org. You can also join the Commemorative Air Force New England Wing. We're based in Northampton, New Hampshire at Hampton Airfield. And our website is necaf.org. Please feel free to send us a message. Come check us out. Come check this aircraft out. I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching our video. To learn more about the Commemorative Air Force, we have linked the website to this video, commemorativeairforce.org. To check out the New England Wing, we also added our website to this video, necaf.org. Please feel free to donate and check us out. I hope to see you soon.